Limassol is unique. It's the best place to live in this moment for me, because we have sun, where the people is amazing, and we can have a good job, and it is very secure.
Did you had that feeling of difficulty to handle change?
No, at all, because the people here are very pure, I think, and if you try to be with these people, friendly with them, they help you a lot to keep what you need.
Did you ever feel have you ever been treated differently because you are a foreigner
at
here?
all.
From the beginning?
Yes. Okay, so in the beginning it's not all because the people don't know me, but now if I go to the coffee shop where I go, everybody know me, everybody know what I drink, I don't need to ask nothing, because they know I have my coffee. I don't speak Greek, only know few words.
Okay, which are? I love to listen to.
Kalimera, Kalispera, Kalinita, Sikala, Kalahisi, Daxi.
People, stories, social issues, environment, sports, arts and culture, life, urban issues, innovation. This is the El Air Uncut.
Welcome to Limassol Ambassadors, the podcast series about diversity by El Air Uncut channel that we all can enjoy later on in a YouTube channel. And here we have conversations with all sorts of elements of our society that have been here for some time, others more than others, some more than others. And the idea is to show how positive input they have had since they came. Today, with me, I am going to introduce to you someone that, in fact, from the very first conversation I had with him, I felt, my God, I mean, he is definitely an ambassador of Limassol. He didn't stop talking about how wonderful it was to be living in Limassol. Wasn't it, Paulo? Welcome, Paulo, from Portugal. Paulo Baptista from Covilha.
Yes.
In Portugal. Thank you for being here with us. And I don't know if you remember this conversation, but it was very enthusiastic, the way you were trying to describe me, how wonderful it was to be here. Do you feel that way still today?
Yes, of course, because I love to live here. For me, it's amazing the style of life in Limassol.
You've been here since?
2014.
2014. So you came here already with your own contract, and
Yes.
You've been invited to
come here
to work in a company
Yes.
at the time already in Limassol, right?
Yes.
Okay. Before we go into the professional side of your experience here in Limassol, I'm going to ask you just a few things about yourself, about your first stages, let's say, in Limassol. How difficult was it to integrate?
Okay, in the beginning was like a little difficult because the people, because they don't know me, have not very, don't have a big empathy. But after this, they know me. They are the amazing people, and I can have everything I want.
And it was a process where you needed to maybe know the language, or
No, not at all. I know few words, and I don't speak Greek. Only know few words.
Okay, which are? I love to listen to.
Kalimera, Kalispera, Kalinita, Sikala, Kalahisi, Daxi.
So the first contact,
Yes.
you can establish the first contact in Greek. But after that, you don't really feel that it's necessary because everybody speaks English.
At all.
Did you have somehow in your first stages, did you have that feeling of difficulty to handle change, or how was it?
No, at all, because the people here are very pure, I think, and if you try to be with these people, friendly with them, they help you a lot to keep what you need.
Right. So it's definitely welcoming and also trying to help you in whatever
Of course.
you need. This
Yeah.
you're talking about, I don't know, accommodation.
Accommodation, if you need to go to a restaurant, if you need something you don't have, where you don't know where is, for example, you need to have a problem in the car, you can
Right,
go.
so-
Was a situation very interesting this weekend. I have a problem in my tire, and then come a guy with a big Mercedes and with Lacoste to change my tire. What is this? Because if it was in Portugal, was like a very dirty guy with. And they say, what is this? Only in Limassol, because was in the weekend and it's
He
okay.
was doing something elsewhere and he decided
Yeah,
to
he
come.
put gloves and that's it. The change, that's it.
Yeah, it is definitely people that sometimes change our perception of a place.
Limassol
isn't
is
it?
unique.
Yes, and here the people, they are always willing to help in all different
Yes,
areas.
yes.
All right. What about the city itself? How was it for you? And what do you usually like to do? Walk in the city, the beach? What is the most important thing?
I work since 9 o'clock until 6 p.m. When I finish work, I go to the gym. And then I go dinner and I go sleep. In the weekends, I like read a lot. And walk sometimes, read, go to the gym. I traveling. I like to travel. In my job, I need to travel also a lot. But if I can go, I go. Travel.
Right. So basically, coming to the points of Limassol, I will usually ask my guests to tell us what are the spots in Limassol or the area of Limassol where you really enjoy relaxing.
I
So
like
you're just saying that
near Anaiaris. I like to go there because it's near my house, and I like to go there because it's seafront, and it's nice, very nice.
Right. Okay. So now let's talk a bit about your professional story, because it's also very interesting to hear your side of the story, bearing in mind that you are part of what now in Limassol is called the Forex world.
Yes.
And Forex companies, they have been in Limassol for now more than a decade. At the beginning, with not so many good stories and not always very well perceived by the locals, given the fact that it was too fast development and many aspects of the life of people, local people, changed due to this huge number of foreigners coming for these companies that a lot of people really didn't understand what they were doing. But I feel that whenever we have an idea, perception of something, there is no better way than zoom in and ask those who are inside to explain us a little bit more about it. So this is why I think it's a very good opportunity to have you here with us and tell us exactly, give us a little bit of, an overview. You've been here for since 2014, you said.
Yeah.
So enough years to be able to give us a little bit of an analysis of what has been this sector for the last decade.
I start in Portugal, and my know-how starts with banks. I started working banks in Portugal. After this, I started working Forex in Portugal also. And I have an invite to go to Brazil to work in Bank Santander. And I was planning to come, and I was coming to Brazil. But one company from Limassol starts check me in LinkedIn and invite me to come to Limassol. Now I go to work for Bank Santander to Brazil, and you are call me to come to Limassol. I can't do this. and they call me every day when I was in Limassol. In the place where I was in Brazil was not very nice. I love Brazil, but this place I don't like because it was very hot and I don't like. It's near border of Bolivia, Corumbá. It's like not a good place. And then they call me almost every day. Say, okay, make me a proposal and I will come. And then they make me a proposal. I like it and say, okay, I go next day. And I go to the bank and say, look, I don't want to stay more. I will leave. I go to another place. Why, Paul? Because I don't feel okay here and I want a new challenge. And then I come to Limassol and start to work in a big company here. Have a lot of employees in this time. Many people, was very easy to work there. Since this time until now, the things change in this market, because before everybody can work in this industry, but it's not like this. You need to understand, you need to like, and you need to start to have your network, and this you need work for this. And now you see the people who keep in this industry have a different approach to this industry, and it's very important because it's more regulated, it's more restriction like before you call to the people to put the card and deposit. It's not like this. Now you can make like this. Understand?
Right. So basically, it's the process of the
different.
investments are more regulated.
Yeah.
So from what I understood at some point, because we had, wherever we would go, we would find Portuguese, most of them very, very young, that would come to work with these companies. And once I asked exactly what they do, they were not very clear. They were not very sure of what they were really part of. And I think this is what created very wrong and negative impressions among the locals, among the whole community.
Because the people...
But now it's not like that.
No, because the people before, everybody can work in this job. But it's not like this. You need to like, you need to understand the risk that people have in this.
Do you get training?
Of course.
Get trainings at the beginning.
Yes, in this investment, you need to say, look, you can have a lot of profit, but you can lose all the money. You can get money in the time very short, but it's different. For example, when you invest in the bank, but you have a risk, and you know how to read the market. And the big problem in this moment, the people is very busy and don't have time to learn Forex and learn the market, because the people always run. And this is a problem. And the good professionals can help these people in these situations.
Basically, what you're describing there, it was exactly the same thing that someone from Wall Street would describe us, 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
People, they would just trust someone that would be their broker, their, let's say, agent, and then they would be the ones responsible to direct the investment here or there. So are we talking about a phenomenon that, in fact, is like an expansion and the democratization of Wall Street investment?
No. We have it's not like this. We can't say to the people, invest this and make this. We can say, look, we have this option. You can do this from this way, but it's your option. Because in this time, he can say to the people, okay, you want I invest for you, give me, and they invest for the people. I can't invest for the client.
So you explain each time,
of course,
the deal, the options,
the option,
the level
the analysis,
of risk.
the market, what can happen in a few hours, because a new will be out and is very dangerous for the market. For example, if Trump win the elections, is very bad for the public trading in these days. Okay. There are some questions you need to say to the client. Look, you can win a lot of money, but you have this risk. You know how to calculate this risk. Here the important is not to make a lot of profit. Is calculate the risk, control the risk.
Okay.
Okay.
So
If you control the
risk management, yeah.
if you control the risk, you can have a lot of success. But if not, you are done.
And this, obviously, you said before, it's also a matter of having quite diverse spectrum in your network of investors. In your case, did you use your connections from your past? Were
from the bank. I have clients 10 years ago from Portugal, from the banks. The people call me when I was here. When I come to Limassol, people sometimes call me from Portugal. Paulo, you are in the bank. Can you make me a loan? And now I'm not there anymore because they like me, because I was very good in this time.
Okay.
Foreigner in Portugal, I make a lot of loans for these people.
Right.
A lot.
So it means that now those connections, they are all of them,
and they trust me,
and they are all of them willing to go into this new way of investment.
Could be. But if I say, look, make this, they make.
Right.
My clients.
They trust.
If I say, look, make this investment, will be good for you.
They will trust you because they know that you
put all the money now. They put,
right.
Or don't put money in there.
Okay, so and you have so far been very successful in this sort of guidance. You never really had a situation where.
Of course, I have. It's not
mistakes.
Of course, I make mistakes, and this market.
Miscalculations.
Yes, but this market is like this. Yeah. Sometimes change, and we can do nothing. Mm-hmm. But the people understand what I explain could happen in these kind of things, right. And they are successful before. Sometimes they lose. Yeah. It's the market.
Yeah. What's the difference between that? How would you, let's say, describe the difference between that and gambling?
No, not gambling.
It's not gambling because usually people kind of link both together.
No, at all. Because this is investment, not gambling. Understand? Before you have some way to make Forex is a gambling, but the way I make Forex, or my clients invest in Forex, is not gambling. They know they can lose, but they know it can have like 2%, 3%, 4% without risk if they want to keep this investment. If not, they have risk. Can be more, can be 20, 50%, but I'm not responsible if they lose the money. I say I'm very clear. Look, the situation is this. If you want, you have this. If not.
So my takeaway from this sort of part of the conversation is that whenever we have a company in Forex, we should really look into what sort of deals process, let's say, exists. So that
the important in this market now, for you to first see what kind of broker you have, how many licenses they have, if you know someone there, because now it's more important than they give you a bonus, they give you a lot of rebates, they give them many things. It's more important than you have a person you can trust there. Because if you don't have, sooner or later you'll be
burned by your own reputation. Right. So how does that work with locals? Do you have any local?
No, because we can't have locals.
There are rules that
we
cannot be resident in the country where you are. All right. So I think all these basic rules are important to explain people so that they understand a bit more about Forex. Because as I say, I mean, for the last 10 years, we hear more the negatives than the positives. And I would say that what I remember is that when Forex start growing in Limassol, we saw, including people coming from Nicosia to look for jobs and work in Forex in Limassol, whereas before it was to be the other way around. People from Limassol would have to go to Nicosia for jobs. So these are let's say, the positive sides. And because I'm a positive person, I always go and dig for these positive sides of the phenomenon. What else would you say has been positive for the community? Did you have any sort of experience with other professionals in your sector, not necessarily your company? That
I don't think, because I'm busy most of part of the day. But if someone asks me for, I have something connection, some things I can help, I can do it.
So you participate in events
and some Portuguese before. If they need my help, I can help. I don't have problems to help people.
So you are basically sort of available for activities and for volunteers. I know we spoke about this before. You are always interested in finding a way to help.
Yeah, sometimes I give give blood. You remember?
Blood donations. Yes, it's part of the.
I like to. I'm doing in Portugal, and then when I see here, I went there.
So what would you say after all these experiences, both professional and personal, in Limassol for nearly 11 years? How would you promote Limassol? This was the way I met you. So
for me,
try to give a summary of the good things of Limassol.
For me, Limassol is unique. It's the best place to live in this moment for me. Because we have sun, the people is amazing, and we can have a good job, and it is very secure. I give you an example. I was like 2 weeks ago, I went to buy some food to my house, to dinner, and I forgot my glasses. It was Friday. And I don't remember when I arrived house. I see I don't have the sunglasses, but I remember perhaps they are there. I will be there in Monday, but Monday was holiday here, and I can go only Tuesday. When I go there, the glasses is in the same table and nobody touch. Okay, could happen, but most of the things here, this is unique. It's impossible in Portugal. This kind of things happen.
I understand you 100%.
I think it's not a value for this. It's very important.
It's impossible to evaluate.
It's very important.
What it means to feel safe and
for me, it's very important.
Not have to worry about these sort of things. I understand you 100%. What would you, just to wrap up, what would you say is the comparison? Would you compare what you have here to any part of Portugal? Do you see any part of Portugal where you could have a life like you have here at the moment?
Perhaps in Algarve.
Perhaps
only
in Algarve.
Because the weather and the people are different, are more calm, are more happy. I think the other is very busy.
Busy buzz.
And the situation now is very complicated and very not very well.
And what about your feeling as a foreigner? Have you ever been, did you ever feel, have you ever been treated differently because you are a foreigner
at
here?
At all.
From the beginning?
Yes. Okay, so in the beginning it's not all because the people don't know me, but now if I go to the coffee shop where I go, everybody know me, everybody know what I drink, I don't need to ask nothing because they know I have my coffee.
So it is definitely
like a home. It's my second home.
It's your second home. One of the questions that I always ask our guests here is suggestions, because even though we love Limassol and we have loads of positive things to say about Limassol, there are always areas that, space for improvement, as we say, right? So if you had the opportunity of giving some suggestions to policymakers, to local authorities, what would be those suggestions?
For me, it was very important we have more culture.
Culture.
Yes. Here we have some concerts, some museums, more different things to can see. The parking also is a problem here in Limassol. The bus public is not good here.
Yeah.
Okay, I have car now, but when I come in the beginning, I don't have car, and was like, or I come from taxi and I'm waiting for a long time. But this kind of, I think these a few things we can change, but only practical things.
Yeah.
Because the other things are okay.
Yeah. So basically more culture.
Yeah.
And also a better parking, let's say, options in the center of the city, and public transport.
Yeah.
Yes. I would say that the idea of having more cultural events is something that we have seen the last 20 years to increase steady and gradually, because very often at the time, when I was doing my own cultural attaché activities at the Portuguese embassy, the first question when you try to bring someone from another country is the audience, the size of the audience. I mean, how many people will you be able to have in a venue? So you need to have a big venue, and you need to be sure that you're going to sell enough tickets. So I feel that now it's easier to fill up bigger venues, and maybe we need a bigger venue so that we can make all this happening and make sure that we have more events. Thank you very much for your suggestions. We will put it down because we will.
I hope
they will be heard.
Yes.
We will definitely put it down, and thank you very much for giving us those ideas. Well, I think this is the best way of finishing our short conversation here, since you feel home in your second home. This is a good, successful example of someone moving from one place to the other end of Europe and feeling home. It's quite a story, quite a success story. Thank you very much for your time.
Welcome.
And I hope that we will keep seeing you around, enjoying the different restaurants. I know that you like to enjoy the different and testing all the new restaurants opening in Limassol. Thank you.
Thank
you. For our audience,
for this opportunity.
Thank you as well for your time. And for our audience, I would like to say till next week, when we'll bring another guest with her own stories. And for sure, it will be again active citizen, someone that has been showing through her life, his life here, that foreigners, diversity, also have a positive impact in the city.
And congratulations for this program.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
This is the L Air Uncut.